Episode 3?
Episode 3, yeah.
Episode 3.
Welcome.
Jeez, this is coming into actual weekly thing, isn't it?
We need to start off every episode with like a
Stone Cold Runner.
a stone cold runner, yes, but also like a little clink. It's
Clink.
like a
Here, guys, for those in the audio, here's another clink. Nice.
that's fine.
Yeah, maybe they should watch the podcast with a runner.
Oh yeah. So if you're watching now or listening,
You should have a runner in your hand, and you should.
a runner means Corona.
Yeah,
but we call it
a Corona Extra.
Unless you're like listening to it whilst you're driving, it's probably best not to have a runner.
Yeah, or if you're like at work trying to, I know who you are. I know who you are. The ones at work who listen to it on their when they're meant to be cleaning the tills.
Do people do that?
I think so. I would, to be honest. Why would you not? Like,
yeah, or like if you're not
or promo shifts. People listen to us on promo shifts now. I think that's mad.
exactly if you got your earphones in.
Yeah, you can listen to anything.
Because sometimes I'll play music and I'll get like sick of music.
I put podcasts on when I go delivery driving all the time.
Yeah, because
I like the communication. It's so much better, like just listening
you
to
feel like you're in a conversation in the car. Yeah.
Even the radio's better than music sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you've got that guy there, the DJ there, saying, "Oh yeah, so I was out this weekend, you know, and I was listening to this thing." And you're like, "Oh, I'm interested now. Yeah, I'm interested."
But I sometimes worry that people are going to get bored of us.
Nah, they can't get bored of us.
So if you find it boring,
Please send us your feedback.
yeah, we're still wanting feedback.
We
'cause
still want
obviously it's still
constant
episode
feedback.
3.
Constant feedback. If we're doing something wrong, if we're doing something, there's a lot we've changed. Coasters on the table.
We've been told not to clang our beers down onto the table.
A clink at the start's fine, right? Come on. Celebratory.
We're allowed
opening clink.
one clink per episode. If we're oh,
He just cracked his knuckles. What
If
are they
we're-
going to say? What are they going to say? Crack your knuckles.
if we're clinking away, our 10 viewers, they're gonna
Yeah.
turn off. But we're trying our best now to increase our audience a little bit.
And also increase our production.
Yes.
Our production type.
So if you listen to the podcast and you think others might like it, just like tell your friends.
Yeah.
We've
I
made an
mean-
Instagram now.
Find us on the Instagram, See Both Sides Podcast, right?
Yeah.
At See Both Sides Podcast.
Mhm.
That's where all the hot questions are going to go. And we got a lot of hot questions from you guys for this episode. After all, you liked last week's style. So we got some new hot questions. So we'll get through those. But yeah, go there, find us. That's where all our information is. All the fun.
And very soon we're going to be having some guests. So I would say if you also want to be a guest on the podcast,
Yeah.
we're happy to have
Guests are coming.
guests are coming.
Guests are coming.
And if
I think we should do hot topics, questions for the guests.
yes.
So we'll put out who the guest is a couple days before, right?
uh-huh.
This is a working idea in my head now.
You've not told me this idea, but I'm instantly liking it.
Yeah. So we name who we've got. We'll be like, oh, by the way, guys, X is coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
Fire in your questions.
And right, the guest won't
Yeah.
know the answer, the questions yet. So it's kind of like we're on the spot a little bit.
But we can let them know in advance if they want. If that's a bit too if there's some which are a bit too raunchy or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So here we go, episode 3, guys. Let's have some fun.
So should we get
What
stuck
should
on
we
the
start with?
first topic?
Somebody's.
Well, I think we should start with the bucket list.
Well, that was something we talked about last episode, wasn't it? We talked
Yeah.
about our bucket list and we said we'll do it this episode.
Yeah. So if you watched or listened to last episode,
Yeah.
we basically we're talking. I don't even remember what we're talking about, but
I don't even remember what we're talking about.
But we were saying how we should make a bucket list.
Yeah, we made a bucket list, guys. We made a bucket
We
list.
have, but obviously there's some.
Now,
ones
I was
that-
very against bucket lists which are like, oh, I want to see the pyramids.
Yeah.
Because that's just like, well, fucking book a flight then. What's holding you back? But I mean, you could say that about any bucket list.
But
You could say what's
also,
holding you back.
everyone's probably gonna have like, well, not everyone, but most people are gonna have like,
Oh,
I
everyone
want
wants
to
to see
get
the
married,
pyramids,
I
have a
want to
child.
see a pyramid. Yeah.
Everyone wants to have a bit, or maybe you don't want to have a baby, but most people want that. So I don't think those are bucket list items.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 23, I think I've got some things I've not done in life yet that I would like to do before I die.
Well, I'm gonna highlight ones that I thought it's not gonna be ones that everyone are gonna have.
Okay,
on their bucket list.
that's an interesting one. All right, okay, you starting off then.
Yeah. Shall I go close that window, by the way?
Yeah, we should close that window. It's
Okay.
just gonna breach us, isn't it?
Breach and clear. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, don't mind Jack. Oh, we could have got Jack to close the window.
Yeah.
Why is Jack not closing the window?
Jack's behind the camera, if anyone's wondering.
He's there.
If
Holding
anyone's
steady.
listening,
He's got
Jack's
quite
on
a
the camera.
steady hand.
Very steady hand. Shout out, Jack.
Steady
He
hand.
could be on soon.
Who?
He's even a real person.
At this rate, yeah, statue. Right. So what we got? I want to hear yours.
So the first
Your
one,
first
right,
one.
is a bit obscure.
Okay.
I really want to like go to the wild.
Oh right.
So like not maybe like. I've seen some people do it for like a year. They'll go off to a random island for a year.
There's a great TV show, by the way, you should watch. Ben Fogle, New Lives in the Wild. Don't know if you've heard it. So basically,
You've talked to me about it
maybe,
before.
maybe.
Yeah.
So Ben Fogle, he was like an adventure explorer or whatever, but he has a TV show and he visits people who've decided to uproot their life and go out and live like in the wild.
Yeah,
And
you
as
told
a
me.
show- Yeah. So fun. So that might give you some inspiration.
Gypsies.
Not gypsies. No.
Kind of.
Nomads, maybe.
Nomads, yeah.
Maybe you're thinking of the movie I was talking about, but that's okay.
Uh-huh.
But that's interesting.
I'd
Would
like
you go,
a-
where would you go?
Well, to be fair, anywhere for like a week, but I'm particularly good in the snow. Like I'd like to go build myself a little igloo,
Yeah.
but that might be difficult. Like
You don't
heat
get
and
cold.
warmth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need a fire. You need to. Are you capable of catching fish?
Not at the moment, but like you obviously do training.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, you have to get versed in your craft.
Yeah, so I'd practice fishing. I do want to learn more skills because I was thinking the other day, like I don't have enough. I was actually thinking today,
Raw skills.
I don't have enough good skills.
Scouting game.
I can only speak one language.
But if
You
you're
know
in the
what I mean?
wild, who are you speaking to?
True.
Fucking your own thoughts.
You know what I mean, though. I
You
mean,
can
like
speak
in
yourself in
general.
Australian for an hour if you wanted to. You know, you're really keen.
Yeah, I'm fluent in Australian. Bloody am I, my mate.
But no, I think that's great. I think it's almost like that Bear Grylls thing, like survival. What's that called? What's that show called?
Survival.
No, it's not called that.
Survivor.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
They'll tell us. That show where they have to survive. Stranded on the desert island. basically.
Yeah.
That sort of show.
Have you seen the one
Like
with
Castaway.
Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
And they like, bury him in leaves.
No.
And he's just there like piling leaves on top of him. It's so
I've not
funny.
seen that one. You'll have to send me a meme. That's funny.
Have you got one, or shall I bust off another one?
Yeah, I've got one.
Mm-hmm.
It's on par with yours. About an experience.
Yeah.
I would like to see Kanye live.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I've missed my time.
Yeah.
I'm so like that's really a genuine worry of mine right now.
When is
For people who don't know,
when was
Kanye's my favorite music artist.
Yeah, and
ever.
also he's a bit of a.
He's extravagant with his sets as well.
Have you seen when he's singing "Touch the Sky" and he runs across the stage,
Yeah.
and you can hear him breathing and like running out of breath as he sprints across the stage.
But like, I've been watching so many Kanye concerts recently on YouTube. And
Yeah,
it just
I
makes
don't
me-
know if he'll do another
No,
one.
I don't think he will. He's not got like. I don't see another big album coming from him. There will
He
be,
must.
probably.
He must do another
He
one.
must. He always making music.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know. And like, will he come to the UK? If he comes to anywhere in the UK, I'll go.
I was thinking about that summer in like 2018 where he not only dropped his own little album.
Life of Pablo.
No, he dropped Yay,
Mm-hmm.
but he also
Oh, he dropped
produced
Yeah.
like 5 other albums.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's a hard worker.
That was a big step for him. Wasn't it?
But he could have like a breakup album with Kim.
Well,
That could be fire.
808 Heartbreaks was his mum passing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you might have like a 808 Heartbreaks 2, you know?
Yeah.
With I don't know what you'd call it. There is some rumored albums, but like I just feel it might have passed its time. That's something I like genuinely wish we did, because we've seen a lot of people in concert.
We have. We've seen like the
Like Drake.
mainstream hip hop artists like Drake, The Weeknd, Kendrick, Post Malone, Stormzy.
Yeah, imagine like Kanye was on one of them tours, eh?
Yeah, we would have to go. Like, no matter the price.
No matter the price, I would be there. I'd absolutely fucking be
£1 million. £1 million. Right, my next one.
Yeah.
I'll go with this one. So this is a small one that we need to do because we haven't actually successfully done it so far, and that is complete the £10 challenge.
Oh yes! I thought you were gonna say the Centurion, but we did complete.
Oh, we did. We did complete the Centurion.
Yeah. So the £10 challenge is.
Wait, say the Centurion first.
Okay, so the Centurion is when you take 100 shots of beer every minute. No.
Yeah, every minute for 100 minutes.
You take one shot a minute for 100 minutes, and a shot of beer is like 25 centiliters.
It
like
sounded hard.
It's like 4.8 pints.
It sounded hard, but it was easy.
In an hour and 40 minutes.
4 pints, yeah.
4 pints no, it's 4.8, isn't it?
Whatever.
Yeah, but it's like, let's say it's 5 pints in.
But we're
in an hour and 40. That's nothing.
We're shooting for bigger and better things with pints. We're doing the more beer than blood.
You're doing more beer than blood challenge. It's like 6 pints.
Yeah, 6 pints without peeing.
More beer than
the Centurion. That's long. That's old news.
The Centurion's old news. To be honest, it was so easy. We put a shot in every 25 drinks,
just to make us get more drunk.
And then we got fucked.
No, I don't know.
Someone.
We were. Our other friend did somehow.
You must have had a weak tolerance to beer.
So the
£10 challenge.
The £10 challenge which is probably so easy.
It's so possible.
One if you don't live in the middle of Edinburgh, or two if you just get other people to buy you drinks. So, but we should explain the challenge. £10 challenge. You've got to go for an entire night out,
including pre-travel,
pre-drinks, getting there and back,
and the drinking club entry for just £10.
So we tried it. We bought a bottle of vodka, like standard Tesco owned.
It was cheap as we could find, but the thing
£13
in Scotland
per
you've got
litre
MUP, so you can only get a certain price.
So we'd spent £4 on pre-drinks.
We spent £4 on pre-drinks.
We did try and get really drunk, so we didn't have to buy any drinks in town.
Yeah, it didn't really work though.
But we got an Uber. Uber was only like £10.
The Uber was really cheap. The Uber was really cheap.
But
it was like £2 each.
But by the time we got there, we'd already spent £6 or £7.
Yeah. We went to a free club. I think we went to Hive, didn't we?
With cheap drinks.
Free club, cheap drinks. So Hive is like £1 drinks.
Yeah.
And yeah, we tried.
And we got to like £13, £14 and then got an Uber back and it was at like £20. Which is actually quite good.
No, we tried it. We hit our budget and we're like, oh well, this isn't gonna work. Let's just party.
Yeah. We're like, how are we gonna get home? They spent £10.
We're like, oh, we can't get home. We've already spent £10 each.
It was actually a really good night though.
So it's 3 people. Well, we did it as 3 people for £30 basically. So it's £10 each.
Do you think
it's better if you have more people because you can bring your money in together for your pre-drinks and your travel, because it drops the price of pre-drinks and travel so much better.
Do you think
much lower
people can do nights out without actually even spending anything?
Yeah, of course.
Definitely. So the only trick is
just
how
don't
they're
get
gonna
drunk,
or
you'd have to keep asking other people for drinks.
Yeah,
but that's not like a male culture, is it?
Yeah.
People, I can't really bum off a drink off another guy, you know. That's it. Imagine you went up to you're like, well, how are you meant to do
that? Don't know about you, but
I'm empty here. You gotta.
Here's what you do.
You got a refill?
There was one time we went out, and our friend, he bumped into another guy.
Oh, I don't remember this story.
He bumped into another guy at the club, who then spilt his drink, and the other guy was a little bit annoyed, even though it was a complete accident. So this randomer followed our friend around.
Oh yeah.
For
No, I
about
do
20
remember.
minutes saying, you owe me a drink, you owe me a drink,
You owe me a drink.
you owe me a drink.
Mhm.
And we were like, he's not leaving him alone. And what really annoyed me is in the end, our friend, he bought this random a drink just so he would leave him alone. And he got a free drink.
We should start.
Yeah, you could just do that. You just follow people around saying, you buy me a drink. Just accidentally bump into them.
Or what you do is you go to a club where you know bloody the bar staff,
Bloody the bar staff, yeah.
Dominica, and you get free drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The £10 challenge.
£10 challenge.
That's something we could do this year.
can try that again.
Hopefully, when coronavirus loosens up and all that.
You always called it. It's episode 3 and he's mentioned it.
COVID-19.
Shut up. Alright, so another one of mine. Okay, related to drugs and alcohols. Here we go.
Oh God. Right?
I've not done a hard drug.
And
I think I would like to try it once
Neither
in my
have I.
life.
Like what one?
Probably Coke.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's on your.
I
You've
think
outed
so.
yourself here.
I think so.
You've been to Venezuela.
Hey, Coca!
It's not free there.
It's not.
No,
I think
No, in the Post Malone podcast with Joe Rogan, they did mushrooms,
yeah, that's
and
not
that
hard
looks so
drug.
fun. But that's legal in some countries.
No, I don't mind about legality.
That's hard.
And I'm fine with it being illegal. I mean, what I mean is
All
like,
right.
I would like to experience it because so many people talk about it. I've always had the fear that I'd get like
Addicted.
not that I would get addicted, but I have the fear of addiction. You know, because that's not my lifestyle.
Yeah.
But
I can't imagine you doing that. To be fair.
yeah, but I want to know what it's like. Because if so many people enjoy it,
Yeah.
then
It must be quite good.
it must be quite good.
Uh-huh.
So that's an interesting one, I think.
Would you do it like at home? I take it where it's
Oh,
safe.
definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in a fucking club, like in the bathroom, trying to snort coke off the toilet.
That's what they did in like the
In,
80s, 90s.
Yeah, that's what they did in the 80s.
They stopped it now.
Have they? It's like that.
When we say they, who are we talking about? Them.
Them. But no, I think it's worth an experience, right?
Yeah.
I'd have to be. We should next episode. Calum and Cameron try coke.
Oh yeah, we've got our drunk episode. Our smashed off coke. Our weed episode and our smashed off coke. Like, oh my god, guys, so the funny story happened the other day, right? It was all really so funny.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, we gotta close the door. The door's open.
The lights are on. Cal, do you know the lights are on?
Wow, my beer's gone already, wow.
But I think that's something I would. It's on my bucket list, not as a something I have to tick, but more of an experience I'd like to experience. I think if people talk about it, then it's worth trying once in your life. I'm not saying I want to get addicted to it.
My last one is to cycle to France.
Oh, that's nice.
So to Paris. Do you think how difficult? I mean, I haven't ridden a bike in like a year, but
why not Kazakhstan? Azerbaijan. Why not Azerbaijan?
Kazakhstan.
I don't know why. Kazakhstan came to my mind. Why not want to cycle?
Well, no, because Azerbaijan is my favourite country. Yeah, but I just don't think I have the legs for it.
How far is it just from here to Paris?
I'll quickly search it, but it's like
how many? Because if you could do that, but it would take you like 3 weeks, wouldn't it?
Yeah, nah, like a week.
A week, maybe. It depends how far you're cycling each day, but yeah.
Paris.
Passport to Paris. How far?
Walking.
No, cycling. How long does it say? Like 7 days.
Directions
from here. That's a nice one though, because that's a full like road trip.
Yeah.
You know? Would you go with?
So it's 700 miles.
Oh, that's shorter than I thought.
If you were to cycle it all at once, 2 days, 10 hours.
Yeah, but you're not.
So you would do that
a
maybe.
week.
Yeah, a week.
I think you could do it in a week, and you could. Yeah, you backpack places. You know, that'd be nice.
It would be good.
We should do that. We should fucking do that.
We could do if we both have a week off. We could do that. I don't have a bike. That would be.
I've got a bike.
But it's
cycle
not
back.
realistically, you want a proper road bike.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you'd want a road bike. But yeah, as
You're
I
not
said,
going on a little mountain bike.
are you cycling back?
Nah.
How you get back? Plane.
Mm,
It's all uphill if you cycle back.
That's what my brain thinks is uphill from Paris to Edinburgh.
That's why I said it. It's flat. He's like, I want to go to Paris because it's downhill. Just ride down. just want to ride. You don't even pedal. The wheels are spinning.
If anyone else feels like it is actually downhill to Paris, we know it's not. Like scientifically, it's not. It should be leveled out.
Yeah, it would be the Earth.
But-
the Earth's the same curve.
But if you feel like that in your head, it's downhill.
It's like, oh, I don't want to
Then let us
cycle
know.
down. Paris is uphill all the way. That reminds me of something that I should probably have on my bucket list,
Yeah.
which is I want to go to an airport and just get a cheap flight.
Oh yeah, to a random country.
Random country.
Spend the day there.
Yeah. Spend the night there, spend the day there, spend the night there, and then fly to the cheapest place. It's like, oh, you walk into the airport and you go, what is the cheapest flight you have? You might get, like, I don't know, you might get fucking Aberdeen, or you might get, I don't know, Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't get Bali.
No, you won't get Bali.
I really want to do the cycling thing.
The cycling thing sounds like a great idea.
Next year, we book a week off and commit to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, shake on it. Here,
Shake on
everyone's
it.
watching it. We'll shake on it.
Proof.
We can do podcasts on the road.
Alright, shall I go through some questions now?
I had one final.
Oh, you have one final?
I
Yeah,
had
of
one
course,
final
yeah.
one. I had one final
Drugs
one.
and Kanye.
Drugs
Not
and
at the
Kanye.
same time.
Drugs and Kanye. Might out me again,
Uh-huh. Alright, this is outing you.
but maybe I'd like to try a threesome.
Maybe.
Maybe. I
Definitely.
think that's on my bucket list.
Would it be...
Experiences, guys. I'm all about the experiences.
You just want a threesome, not the experience. Would you do it with two girls or a girl and a guy, or does it not matter?
I think every male preference is two girls.
Yeah, but
That seems like a normal thing. But I wouldn't be against the fact of having two males.
would they have to be... What if you, were, I'm trying to think of how to say this.
Okay.
Would they have to be... Would you have to know them socially?
You don't have to.
But what if you knew one socially
Yeah.
and not the other? Would that be weird?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think if you knew them both socially, it might be weird.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
Do you
I mean?
think?
I think it could be, but I don't see why it should be weird.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be. But no, I'm
You don't know unless you try.
exactly.
So when you do it, tell us.
I'll tell you if it's weird or not.
Oh, this other girl, she didn't do anything.
Just
watched.
This other guy just sat in the corner. But no, I don't.
Unless I'm in it.
You could be in it.
Oh, no. If
It's all about
actually,
experience.
can I say this? If we're ever in a threesome together,
Okay.
we'll feedback what it was like. We're getting cancelled.
I feel like we're getting cancelled. But yeah, no, I think that's it's a thought, you know.
It is a thought.
It's an experience, you know. All about the
Not
experience.
necessarily a good thought. A good one.
I mean, come on. It's just somebody had to say it, right? Somebody had to say it.
Do you know anyone that's actually had a threesome though? I think it's quite rare.
I think there might be people that we know that have, but I don't
They
know
wouldn't
if
tell you.
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, there must be.
Must be.
Like we don't. But it's not publicly disclosed, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
So if any of you guys have had threesomes, give us feedback.
how did it go?
And is it weird? That is weird.
All
So
right.
yeah, what did people send in? I'm very interested to hear the questions that people dived into us after you came up with some questions.
Yeah. So okay,
How many questions did we get from people?
we got a fair few.
Fair few. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I'm just gonna throw you straight in the deep end.
Straight in the deep end. Here we go.
Right. Would you rather
Uh huh.
have sex with a goat and no one knows you did,
Oh no.
or not have sex with a goat, everyone thinks you did.
I'd rather not have sex with a goat.
Really?
And everyone think I did have sex with a goat.
Well,
So I would
I mean,
not want to fuck a goat.
Would you be on the news?
When you say everyone,
No,
do
you
mean
wouldn't be on the news.
When you say everyone, do you mean like the Twitter sphere?
I mean, like, everyone.
Yeah. So like,
Like, you're a
it's social
viral trend, the goat fucker.
That's okay.
You live with that.
I'd live with that. I'm not fucking a goat.
I mean, after the last episode,
I think you would fuck a goat, wouldn't you?
Nah, I do you know what?
I
Right.
can't take the pressure of social media. I would fuck a goat.
Well, I
It's
did
like
say.
it's like an episode of Black Mirror when the Prime Minister
Oh,
fucks a pig.
yeah.
He fucks the
Well,
pig.
the thing is,
he does, and
Yeah.
everyone knows.
is humanity on the line?
What are you trying to make? Goat human hybrids. It doesn't work.
No, so what I would say,
I would not fuck a goat.
yeah, I think I would also agree, strictly for the fact that I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Oh, it'd be the worst experience.
I
of your
wish that I could just do it and get it over with. That sounds really weird, but I could not. I could not put myself through it. It's like in 127 hours.
When he's
He
yeah.
spoiler alert.
I mean,
To
it's
get
a real
out
story.
to get out of he's trapped in between a rock and
Yeah.
a wall, and to get his arm out of this trap, he cuts off his arm.
Yeah, because it's like impaled on him.
And the question is, would you be able to do that? And I just think no.
I
couldn't.
think you would be after 127 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How did you know it was that long?
That's the name of the movie. But if
I'm
you were
joking,
there,
I'm
you would
joking.
be you. At first, you'd be like, "No, I wouldn't do it."
Yeah.
But you'd like if I was in a room. This is horrible, guys. I don't know why we're talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in a room and there was a goat in the room, and it was like, you can't leave this room until you fuck the goat,
After 127 hours.
I would probably fuck the
I would
goat.
do it after. Wait,
Shut
I'm not.
Yeah, I need to don't say
I need to
that.
stop. This cannot be 2 episodes in a row. This cannot.
But you know what I mean? Like, the more, if you're going with that 127
You'd be like,
hours-
oh, a free room with a goat.
Shut up. Who am I?
There's my chance.
What am I, Greek?
Welsh is Welsh.
No, that's sheep.
Ah, sheep. Isn't a sheep a kind of goat?
Where
Is it
did
the
wild
same
sheep
family?
come from?
The farm?
No, like before we cultivated them. Not cultivated them.
Where
Before
did
we-
anything came from?
Before we reared them.
Are they domesticated?
They are now, but where are the wild ones?
They
did
were
start?
wild.
Yeah, but where from?
Like the Highlands.
Probably. It's interesting when you think
It's like dogs. Like they obviously came from wolves,
yeah.
but they're just there is no dogs.
Where did wild cows come from?
The wild.
But where?
Where we live.
That's
Surely.
just mad thoughts, though.
Yeah. Wild
Where did everyone
thoughts.
start? Yeah.
I think it's crazy how there is there. Do you think there's some wild dogs?
There's still wild dogs. We saw wild dogs in Venezuela.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they scary?
They're like small wolves.
Yeah.
But no. If you're saying like, oh, dogs come from wolves, what's above a sheep? Where'd that come from? It's just a sheep.
Clouds.
Anyway, we're diverging. I would not fuck a goat.
Yeah, neither would I.
Right. Whoever sent that in is a dirty fucking person.
Yeah, very dirty. All right, the next question.
Nice.
Let me find it.
Jeez, you got so many there.
I know.
Why don't you order them? That would have been a smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Here we go.
is there more doors open or closed in the world right now?
Oh. Where's these existential questions coming from?
Well, is this an existential one?
It might be. Are you talking about actual doors or people's
Right.
opportunities?
No, I mean actual
Actual
doors.
I
think closed.
I think closed as well.
Do we count automatic?
Yes. and revolving. Are
Mhm.
revolving doors open and closed at the same time?
Yes.
Do they cancel each other out then?
The thing is, right?
How many buildings get locked?
A lot.
Well, a lot. How many people's front doors are closed? A
Mhm.
lot.
We're not really seeing both sides here if we're agreeing, are we?
Very true.
But here's what my thinking was. If I walk into a room and I leave the door open, what are you going to say? Hey,
Close the door.
close that door behind you. But you're not
True.
going to say, how rare is it that I would close the door and you say, oh, keep that door open, will you?
Unless you've left like a
Times that by
Unless
7
you've
billion.
dropped a wee stinky fart in there.
Yeah.
Don't open up the door. Get
That's
there.
why we have both the doors here open right now.
I think more closed though, because if you're thinking about it, there's more. Yeah, there's a lot of doors in houses which are open, but there's a lot of like front doors as well in the world
Mhm.
that are probably always closed.
Yeah.
And like, how many places get locked up at night? And like, how many?
Mm.
I say more doors are closed. Jeez.
All right,
I'm
next
excited.
question. You're good at science, right?
I did dabble.
If you dug a tunnel to the other side of the earth, would you come out feet first?
No, you wouldn't. You'd have to climb out at the end.
But how?
Because gravity.
You don't flip around though, do you?
No, but you're not falling.
You are. You keep digging it lower and lower.
So you're going
How
in
is
head
that
first.
physically-
You're going in head first. You're digging. You said you're digging. You're going in head
No,
first.
I'm like if you've ever dug a hole at the beach, right?
You don't dig with your feet.
No. If you ever dug a hole at the beach, you start outside the hole, and eventually it gets too low that you have to get inside the hole with it. You're like digging.
Yeah.
You pick up a scoop and you chuck it right
Yeah.
next to your feet.
But what I'm saying.
So you keep going lower and lower.
Yeah. Until you hit the core. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then from the core onwards, you're digging up the way. Because gravity's pulling you back down. So you're not able to stand on your feet.
Oh yeah, you'd be falling on your head, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't even be able to stand, to be honest, because you'd have a hole behind you that you'd fall into. You'd fall out of. But if let's say you were able to, let's say you were like attached to the sides, you would have to be digging up the way.
You've lost me. Yeah, I don't understand.
Because if you're going down and then it does flip on the other side because gravity is the other way around. So you'd have to be going. You'd have to be digging out. Like this,
you would.
and then you would climb out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it works.
Well, they say it takes like 20 seconds if you
Fall through.
yeah, something like that. 38 maybe. Someone has to fact check me on that one.
Yeah, I wonder what the deepest hole ever dug was.
It's a mine shaft. It's about 3 miles.
That's not that deep.
No, it's not that deep. But the thing is, it starts to compress on itself.
Yeah.
Like it because of the stress of the 2 bits of land, it starts to just. I think it's about 3 miles. I think I saw it in a Vsauce video.
But it's crazy compared to the ocean.
Well, I
The
mean,
ocean
how
is so
deep, the
deep.
Mariana Trench, that's the deepest part, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
James Cameron was down in the Mariana Trench doing.
Titanic.
No, he was like.
James Cameron's a director.
Oh yeah, James Cameron, sorry, the director of the Titanic. He was down in the Mariana Trench doing. He has like a submarine. He was doing like a tour with someone.
Mm-hmm.
It was after. It was after Titanic.
Yeah.
He was taking someone down. It was in like 2001 or whatever, and he took someone down, and then he came up, and obviously you don't have any contact with the outside world, with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up, and 9/11 had happened,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "We've just been down here for 8 hours.
Mm.
Fucking hell, what's the world come to?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Whoa,
He's down. It must feel like a different.
it is a different world down there.
Yeah.
Everything's like dark." I think
And there
last-
could be
last,
animals
like,
or
two-
fish down there that we don't know exist.
Yeah, I think that's why he was going down in his little submarine.
But there's only so far you can get before it just like the pressure.
That's what they say. It's like, I think you die as fast if you dropped onto the top of Everest. Okay, right now, if someone just like picked you up and went, pop you on Everest. There you go.
What in this outfit?
Like right now, yeah, like right back, like that. You die in like 5 minutes or something like that.
Me.
Yeah,
Right like that.
like that.
Seriously?
Because one, you run out of oxygen because it's so thin up there.
You're not used to it.
Two, it's really cold. Okay, but like if somebody
That could be on a bucket list. Nah, not mine.
Top Everest. That's not
No
mine.
way. Yeah.
It's not mine.
Too hard.
If somebody takes you now like this and drops you in the Mariana Trench, you die in like it's seconds apparently
Really?
because of the pressure.
If someone dropped me on Mars, I'd be died in.
You'd be
Seconds.
died in seconds. Yeah.
Would I? Or
Yeah, 'cause
until I
you'd
run out of breath.
suffocate. Well, no, because you're in a vacuum, so your lungs would explode
Really?
because the air would try to come out of you.
That would not be a pretty sight.
What's the worst way to die? What do you think is the worst way to die?
The first thing that came to my mind is being set on fire.
Yeah, that would be horrible. I
Yeah.
think drowning's bad as well.
Apparently it's not.
Really?
Apparently you can get like a little high at the end.
Like in a
Drowning would be
sensation.
awful.
I have a fear.
Don't get me
of,
wrong.
like, I have a fear of like swallowing water. You know,
Yeah.
gasping for air. That's a fear.
I would much rather drown than burn though. Burning so
Burning.
drowning
yeah.
you slow down.
But do you not
burning's like
pass out?
dramatic.
Do you not pass out to burning because the pain's so high? But the pain's so high at the start. True. You do pass out, but it's sore.
What about like bleeding out gunshots?
I think that.
Shot the foot, shot the knee.
Well, remember that scene in 1917? Spoilers, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he got stabbed, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "I'll be fine. I'll be fine." And then all of a sudden, he was just like, the loss of blood causes you to be delirious.
Yeah.
So you might not even notice that you're dying
Mm-hmm.
until you're dead.
How do you think you'll die? You want to say old age?
Coke overdose. Coke overdose with a threesome.
I feel like I've
I
always
want to
said
say
this.
old age. Everyone wants to say old age, right?
I've always said this.
But old age is loads of things.
Yeah.
Can just
But
hard stop.
I always picture when everyone's like, "What's the future like?" I always picture myself only living till like I'm 30 years old. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm gonna
I know
die
what you mean.
before then
I know what you mean.
because I can't picture old Callum.
I can't picture old Cameron either. Like,
I hope I don't. But if imagine right,
you hope you do go past. Yeah.
Yeah. but imagine you're listening to this now, and I actually die at like 29. How creepy is that gonna be?
Don't say that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't say that. Jeez, it's been a morbid episode this week.
Coke and death.
Coke and death, boys. Well,
See how far we're at.
What other questions we got? No, we started. We got like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Unless we want to go shorter, which
Well, people have been saying that they do want the bus ride, don't they?
but we don't want it.
I think that they can just listen to it twice
Yeah.
in two steps. I think that's fair.
Mm.
You got any good ones there? Keep sending your things in, by the way, guys. We'll put up some polls on the Instagram, or just like text us or whatever. You know, ask us your questions.
I think because there's a couple things I wanted to mention.
Nice, go for it.
Um,
What you got on the topics list?
So the first thing is, as I read somewhere, that if you're young, like in your 20s,
Yeah.
the majority of people that you know now will not be at your funeral.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
That's not what you, what were you gonna say?
I heard that by your mid-20s, you've met the person you're going to marry.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
No, it's earlier. It's
Is it?
earlier. It's
Earlier?
It's by the time you finish high school.
No. I don't
Wait.
want to marry any of the people I met at high school.
Let me. Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Ask me in 10 years.
But
But no, okay. So I heard mid-20s, or maybe it was 23 or something. But that's
I'm
still
searching
it's
it
young
just
now.
now.
That's crazy.
well, according to the research, the average woman finds her life partner at the age of 25.
That's still okay. That's fair. 25. I feel like
27.
people might, as soon as you get in a serious relationship at 25, then that probably will become
I
marriage.
feel like.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if you're in a serious relationship when you're 25,
Do you think you've met that person yet?
I don't know.
You don't know.
The thing is, you don't know until you
It
do.
could be buddy
Could be
Josie from down the road.
Josie, yeah. Or Pauline round the corner.
Pauline round the corner, yeah.
What were you saying though? If by what mid?
So apparently, I read this on Showerthoughts on Reddit. So
good.
it got a lot of upvotes. But
I think it's
the
more of a
people-
shower thought than that.
yeah, it's not a fact. It's not a fact. But at your funeral, the majority of the people you know now will not be at your funeral.
That's fair though.
Because either they'll die or you just won't stay in touch with them.
That's very fair. The majority of people at your funeral is your family.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
and everyone older than you in your family
Won't be there.
probably is going to be dead.
Oh, God.
So
Unless
if
you're dying
you've
at
not had
29.
if you've not had kids yet,
What are you saying? We should all get kids on the way.
your kids will obviously be there. If you're
Popcorn
going to have
heaven.
kids, or if you're not married yet, whoever you're going to marry if you die before them, and your grandkids, and your book club or whatever you do when you're old.
Yeah, when you go to Pilates or whatever when you're 70.
And the
Yeah.
job you have now is not going to be the same job you have when you're.
Yeah, Paul and Sarah will be there. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of crazy to think because I feel like the people I want now, some of them I want to be there.
Yeah, I want you at my funeral.
Really?
Yeah.
Tough.
Tough.
I'll be dead by 29.
Jeez. Have you been to a funeral?
I've not actually, no.
I have. No. I've scattered ashes. I've not been to a funeral.
It's a good thing not being to a funeral.
I think it's mellowing. I think it's a good thing, a good trait to have experienced.
No, but then you've had
I
you've
understand it's
mourned.
bad to have death, yes, but it's good to grieve. It can be good to grieve.
So the other thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to someone about this the other day.
Okay.
If you were to have a dinner party
Yes.
and you could invite 5 people,
Oh, it's one of these ones.
and they could be anyone,
Okay.
who would you invite?
You.
Because I've got my list. But straight up, I just went celebrities.
Did you?
Yes.
Why? They could all be
Because
like.
I could have a dinner party with you anytime.
Oh, true.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, there's one person that I thought would be amazing at a dinner party.
David Blaine.
Oh my goodness, yes. I didn't come up with him.
Will Smith.
He was on my list. I had James Corden.
Oh, that'd be great.
I love James Corden.
That'd be great. I think I need a comedian. If you got
James
James Corden, no, if you got I think I
So, say we're inviting 4 people. We've got James Corden,
would.
Will Smith, David Blaine. Who else?
Michelle Obama.
Look at you, the thing is,
She's so sassy.
yeah.
She's
But
so
not,
sassy.
you can't invite Michelle and not Barack.
No, he comes to pick her up, so I get to meet her anyway.
What about Hitler?
Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
he's
Whoa.
dead anyway.
Whoa. Or is he?
Or well, he's got to be.
Yeah, he is. He is now.
How old's the oldest person in the world?
109. I saw this online the other day.
109.
I think so. 100
That's-
or 115 or something.
Surely not. That's quite young.
Maybe it was 115 then. I saw this recently. They were just turned whatever age they've just turned.
Imagine you're the oldest person in the world.
It's like that. It's like that movie Child of Man. What was it? Children of Men. Like
Yeah.
They can't have children anymore. And everyone like the famous person's the youngest person in the world.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Imagine the world becomes infertile and it's like, oh, you're the youngest person. Nobody else is born.
Yeah.
I feel like we need another sassy sort of character in this dinner party though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the banter between them. We could have Kanye.
Oh no, Kanye would just get everyone angry.
He'd ruin it.
He would just shout. It would be great, but he would just shout at everyone.
A sassy character.
Sassy character.
What do you mean?
Like someone who's got like them chill vibes. I don't know.
That's not sassy though.
As well as being sassy.
It's hard to think off the top of your head, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think just a dinner with comedians would be so fun.
I think it would be great. Yeah.
You'd
You got
laugh
like
so
Chris
much.
Rock. You got
Yeah.
like Dave Chappelle.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Bloody Michael McIntyre.
No, he's a stinker. Russell. I quite like Russell Howard. He's like a field.
No one works harder than Kevin Hart though. That boy. He's just
Yeah.
pumping things out left, right, and centre.
Literally. Yeah,
Well
he's
done.
earned it. He's earned his.
He has. He has.
His comedy gold.
Who's a good talker? Oh, you know, you'd have to jump like Elon Musk in there. 'Cause he'd just be like So dweepish.
He's a bit weird though. Do you not
Yeah,
think
he's a massive weirdo.
Uh-huh.
That'd be funny.
It would.
Funny.
What would you would have to cook for them?
I'd have to cook. Couldn't have a chef then, could you? Because I'd cook. They would just fucking critique me.
Nah, they wouldn't.
They'd be like,
You could give James Corden like a chippy.
I would.
Oh no, he can't eat. He can't share stuff though. From Gavin and Stacey. Hey, my bonus.
But who's on the music? We need to get someone who's on the music then.
Oh, like a music artist.
Yeah, it's like the James Corden. No, it's like a Graham Norton guest set. Like one of the guests is the musician later.
Is it like a dinner party, or is it like a dinner?
Oh, are we going sophisticated? Or are we going like?
It's up to you. You look at your audience. We've got James. We've got Will Smith.
David Blaine.
I don't think you could go party.
Nah.
I don't think they would like that.
I'm liking this dinner party.
Mm.
Get me in the mood for dinner party.
Maybe like a.
Who was on your list? Who else was on your list? I feel like you had a list of 5.
I had Will Smith.
Yeah.
James Corden. And Darren Brown.
Okay, so similar to the David Blaine.
David Blaine.
Yeah, I like that.
Who else did I have?
You written it down?
I hadn't written it down. No.
No, just thought of it.
Maybe I was also thinking like a supreme athlete, like a Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, kind of thing. Like Usain Bolt, he's just a regular guy though. You want someone who's going to bring that.
He can just run fast. What's your skill?
What's your skill?
Run fast.
Do you know the story when he broke the world record?
Is this the chicken nugget story?
Yeah. So Usain Bolt said that.
I think he was asked on Top Gear what he preps with.
Yeah, so he said he woke up. When he broke the world record, what did he do before? He woke up, he had some chicken nuggets.
And then he drove to the...
And then he had a nap. Then had some more chicken nuggets. And then drove to the arena for the run.
Just a regular dude.
That sounds like me every day.
Yeah. I wake up, I have some chicken nuggets, get in the car, have another nap, get some more chicken nuggets. Then I go out for a 5:25 pace run.
5:25. All right, so I get one more question?
Yeah, final round.
All right, let me bump it up. Let's see what our viewers have been asking. Let me just get to it.
I think I'm still trying to think of like a final person for this dinner party.
To top it all off.
Yeah, like a superstar, you know?
Okay.
All right. Maybe one will come to me.
So, how many 8-year-olds could you fight till you're outnumbered?
Oh. How big's an 8-year-old these days?
I'd say like 3 feet.
Oh, 8-year-old. That's like primary 3.
Yes.
Oh, like 10.
10.
Probably.
The thing is, right?
One, you don't want to hit an 8-year-old.
I feel like I couldn't take more than 5. Because if they get my arms and my legs.
Yeah, but you can knock out an 8-year-old.
Oh yeah. The first one coming towards me is just.
Okay, so let's say, do they come in like cod waves? Where you got like a 5-second.
I think you just let them out the pen and they just come running at you. The first one that gets to you is just getting knocked clean out.
You knock them clean out. That counts as
but they're
one
going to
done.
get you from behind.
One and done. That's one done. There. Boom.
Okay. Yeah.
They're out.
Then the second one goes for your leg. Yeet.
Aye. Kick them. Drop kick them.
I would say 6, honestly.
I'd be ambitious with 10, but I think
1.
Well, I mean, did you not get harassed by an 8-year-old and you had to?
Oh my god! So, what he's referring to is back when we would walk home from school in 6th year, so we were like 17 at the time. We walked home.
We walked home through the rough area.
And we came across some younger.
They
Some
probably
youths.
actually were about 8 or 9. Nah, they were. Yeah, they might
Or
have been
10 maybe.
Uh-huh.
And they started to
throw abuse at you.
Yeah, they started to just shout abuse at me.
Ginger wank.
Nah.
What did they say?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. I wasn't there.
They were just like, I don't even remember what they said, but they were just throwing like a bit of shade at me.
But the thing is, you can't really turn around to like an 8-year-old and be like,
I'm gonna beat the
Yeah.
crap out of you. You can't
do that.
So you laugh it off, and they'd be like, "What are you gonna do, pussy?"
Yeah, that's
And
rough
you're
parts.
like, I'm
then,
gonna
rough
phone
parts
your
then.
parents.
And they go, do it then.
Do it. You don't know where I live.
You don't know my number.
I'll come home and I'll find it. You either look like a paedophile or
Yeah.
a kid abuser,
Or you just gotta suck it up and be a normal human being.
or you just walk away, and then everyone says, "Oh, you just got bullied by an 8-year-old,"
Got beaten
and
up
just
by an
deal
8-year-old.
with the abuse that you.
Yeah, see, so you
and
can deal
receive
with
that.
it. You can deal with it. You don't have to fuck a goat. You can deal with it.
If there was 8 more of them, I would have knocked them all out, one after the other, just to prove this challenge right.
Prove the challenge. Jeez, I don't think we should be condoning anyone to hit 8-year-olds.
Yeah,
Unless they come at you in as a
What about-
fucking swarm.
yeah, like a zombie apocalypse 8-year-old.
So yeah, literally. Oh yeah. If it's okay, so if it's a zombie apocalypse, of course you gotta hit an 8-year-old with
A bat
bat
with spikes in it.
with nails in it.
Mm.
Yeah, of course you gotta.
Yeah.
That's because it's a zombie apocalypse.
Have this last little dribble.
Last little sipple. A little sipple. I've got a sipple.
So guys, we're thinking about doing, for future episodes, we might do another couple with just us, and then after.
Yeah, we've got a couple more topics that we've planned to discuss in length.
Yeah.
But then I think when we get the guests on, we'll have some topic sections, but mainly hot goss, right?
Yeah, and we also want to do the hot sauce. Everyone that comes on must take a little bit of the hot sauce.
Do a little bit of the hot sauce. It's our
Come
trademark.
prepared, and we'll also come prepared, and it will just be.
If you're vegetarian or vegan, we can you can do it on.
No, they just dip their finger in.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not providing you with vegan nuggets. Fuck that. So, no, we
You know
will.
who you are.
We know who you are. No, we will. Actually, no, we probably would. I feel
And
like- I
if
feel
you
like we gotta
even
be the
know
hosts.
anyone that would be good to have on the podcast that you'd like to listen to,
Yeah. And then
Hit us
send
up
us in
with
your
them,
questions
so.
that you want them to hear, want them to answer as well. Don't have to be, I mean, not too naughty. Come on.
I think,
Just like
right?
cool stuff.
I think that maybe not next episode, but very soon we should do the drunk episode.
We will do it. I think it's coming.
And
We'll just drop it. They don't need to know when it is.
we'll just drop
We'll
it.
just drop it.
It's coming soon though.
Might be this one. Oh, no.
When you've had one beer. Alright, so
yeah, I think that'll be fun. But we've got some surprises in the mail as well.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got some surprises. So project Yin and Yang is on his way.
Very true,
Uh-huh.
very true.
Yeah, so you guys will find out about that one soon.
I think that's us.
I think that's there we go, guys.
So thank you for listening and watching if you're on YouTube.
We are now on Apple.
We're on Apple.
We're on Apple. See both
Music.
sides.
Apple
No,
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify Podcasts. See both sides.
Instagram
Instagram and the YouTube
and the YouTube.
And
YouTube.
The YouTube at See Both Sides.
Yeah, so
You'll see the video. You can hear us on the bus. You can watch us in the bath. You know.
oh god.
But yeah, no. I only had a couple people come up to me and tell us the secret word from last time
I think we had 5 or 6 in total.
of the secret phrase.
Yes.
There's
So-
only 5 bits of chocolate that we're giving out.
Yeah, so I think we go for more than 5 this time.
I mean, if people aren't listening to it all the way through, we might have to change something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is going to be the little I watched it all the way through thing this time then? Or listened?
Callum's skin looks like a $5 bill.
That's it. How did you come up with this?
I don't know.
Alright, anyway, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. See you next week.
See you next week.